Hello, true art believers, and welcome to today's live art stream. This is Pierson here. I hope you're doing fantastic today. Oh, by the way, forgot to say this. I am the number one live art streamer in the world. And the reason why I say that is because positive thinking produces positive actions. And so that's why I say that every time. It's because my words dictate my actions. So if I were to say I am the worst live art streamer, then I would probably not be a live art streamer then because I would be like, why bother? Anyways, if you're wondering why I do that, that's one of the reasons why. That's kind of like the motivation behind it. So without further ado, we're going to be doing day 434 of 500 days of drawing. I'm going to be working on this grid drawing for about roughly 30 minutes, and then I'm going to call it a day. But before I begin, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Alrighty then, let's get started, shall we? All right, man. Okay, I am doing good today. It's a good day. It's a very good day. Let's have some coffee first, though. Let's have a little bit of coffee here. I think it's a little hot, though. You ever have like hot coffee? I hate hot coffee. It's the worst. I also don't like coffee that's too cold, and that's kind of too cold. Oopsie daisy. But yeah, I don't really particularly like hot coffee. So I'm really excited for today because today, day 434, which every day that I do a live stream, it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing, man. And every day that I do one, it's just a blessing. And the fact that I'm able to maintain it is just amazing. It's great. I'm very appreciative of it, and so forth. And all that fun stuff. But you know, it comes with its downsides, and one of the downsides is you're gonna have days where you do a live or where you miss. You're gonna miss some days, and I've missed a few actually, and those were rough, man. Those were pretty rough. Don't get me wrong. They were a little bit of a rough patch. I was a little bit concerned about whether or not I actually get done or get caught up. But I managed to catch up, and I'm very appreciative of it. I'm happy that I was able to do that, and so forth. I'm doing my live stream now, so I can spend some time with my kiddo. We're gonna go outside. It's probably a little cold outside, so I don't know how long we're gonna stay outside. Probably need to do a little bit of like a educational workbook page. I like to do activities with my kid where we one of the activities is like somewhere we sit down, something where we sit down and at least try to learn something together. And mainly what I mean by learn something, I mean like here's the letter A. You know, we're just like doing a workbook. You know, there's these workbooks that you can buy for your kid, and you can sit down with them and do a little bit of an activity with them. And I'm not gonna lie, it is difficult to do. It's not like it's like just sunshine and you know, nice clouds and sunshine. There can be a little bit of a drag, a lull in it, right? It's not like easy to do. It's a lot of work, and some days I miss it, mainly because it's I hate saying it. It's like easier to not fight. Like, oh gosh, I gotta get like, okay, let's go do a work page. No, I don't want to do a work page. And like, oh gosh, 15 minutes later, we finally get to the work page, and it's only one page. We spend like 5 minutes on it. I spend more time trying to get my kid to do it than actually working on the page itself. And it's a chore, man. It's a chore, and there is definitely it's definitely it takes some effort, and it takes some it just takes just being persistent, and I think there's utility in that. Like, I noticed that my kid is probably brighter than I was when I was uh, her age, yeah. But then again, that's not saying much. I wasn't too bright. I was pretty deep, dense, beef-headed, and not really fast on the trigger. I wasn't like a. I've always been kind of slow, and it sucks saying it. It sucks to say that, right? Like it's just always been a little bit kind of slow. You know, I don't know if that's a bad thing. I think it's a good thing to some extent, because I think people that are able to understand things quickly don't appreciate it. They don't know what like hard work is, you know. Or at least in my opinion. I don't know. Like, maybe who's to say that they're not working hard? I can't be the judge of that. But like someone who learns very slowly, and you have to and it takes a lot of time, you know. It's can be frustrating, you know. I hope some people. I'm expecting some people coming over today, and I hope that there's. I really hope that they don't come now, because I don't have anyone. I don't want to stop my live stream. Like, got to answer a door? No way. You're just gonna have to wait. But yeah, I'm just really slow at learning, and dude, I've never even. This is how slow I was. It's so bad. It's so bad. Like, when I was in like grade school, I think before 5th grade, I think they were trying to teach cursive. They were trying to teach me cursive. They were teaching the class cursive, and I was so flippin' slow that they just like, yeah, we're done teaching cursive. You're just not going to learn it. And I never learned cursive. I'm kind of pissed off about that, actually. And it's not. I don't know if it was me. It was the teaching. Maybe it was the teaching. A mixture between the teaching and the school not being patient with me. You know, like, I don't know. Or maybe like it was probably a mixture between both. Because I don't think when I had those packets, I don't think I worked on them that much. I think I worked on them, but I don't know if I worked on them. I think what was happening was I worked on them, but I was so much slower than everyone. Like, I could only at that time I could only process like maybe a page a day. I think maybe they were going through like letters upon letters a day, and I was trying to learn a letter. You know, I feel like they were really going through letters really quickly. I don't think they were doing a letter a day. I think that would be, and they should have done like 2 letters a week or something to really dial it in. You know, as I said, as I talked about in all my like work, I have to like do things a lot more than the average person to really understand it. So like, when I talk about like, oh, I'm really slow at learning things, I'm not kidding, man. I'm not kidding. I didn't learn how to do cursive, and I don't know if it's because of school. I don't know if it was the school's fault or my fault. I can't tell anymore. Like, I think it was probably a mixture of both. I think both were at fault. I do feel like they went a little fast, but I was a little kid, and so I don't really know I'm not a really good judge of what fast is. Maybe I might have been in trouble too. I got in trouble a lot when I was a kid. I think partially because I was kind of dumb and beef-headed and just like stupid, really. And like, I was just a boy, really. Essentially, what I'm talking about is I was just a boy doing what boy things what boys do, which is not pay attention in school. Really, like I did. I think um, I needed more something more interesting to really push me forward. I think maybe if I was introduced to like wood shop, you know, I think I would have loved wood shop. I didn't take it as in high school. I didn't take it. I should have took wood shop because I think that would have been awesome. I would have loved it. I love playing around with wood. It sounds so bad, but like I love sanding, constructing things with wood. I can see spatially in that way. I can kind of understand it visually in my mind. So I just kind of gravitate to it, you know. And perhaps if I was introduced to that, I probably like would have been in a different profession or something. I don't know. But I never learned how to do cursive. Man, I sucked at math. I sucked at math. Really bad. Like, I think I did bad in geometry, sucked at math, sucked at all of it. Like, perhaps that's a good thing because I don't think I'm using anything regarding those complex formulas today. You know, I'm not using them for anything. And maybe I would be using them. I think if I was old, like, I think as a guy or a boy in that time, I think in order for me to really be motivated to do something, there has to be like an applicable reason. Like there has to be a motivation. Maybe there was like I would be more inclined to learn how to make money or pay taxes and balance your budget. You know, how to budget or whatever. I don't know. Like, I hear that like life skills are need to be taught by the parent, but also I think that it'd be nice to be taught by the school a little bit. But I believe there's a reason why they don't do that, and it's a little bit sinister. So I don't really want to talk about that. Because if you know about finances, you know, you have a lot of power as an individual, and powers that be don't want you to have power, essentially. Whatever. But yeah, man, I'm slow at learning. Didn't learn cursive. Had a lot of problems as a kid. A lot of problems. I didn't make a lot of friends. I didn't fit in. I think there's like a lot of kids though. You know, I had the friends I have now are like from childhood, like they're from my childhood, right? And they're good. They're great. But like, you know, I didn't fit in. I kind of hopped around a few schools because my mother at the time, my mom was concerned about like was concerned. I think I chose to leave to go to a different school because I just didn't fit in. Like I always felt like I was teased, you know. I was teased because I think sometimes my parents did like things for the school like that put me in as a target. You know, I think people were jealous or something, you know, and just all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I was just teased as a kid. Didn't fit in. Very slow at learning. Very slow at reading. I was super slow at reading. I had to have like student teachers teach me, or like I had like student volunteers from like 5th grade sit down with me to read so I could read with them. That was great. I thought that was awesome. I had like special classes that I had to go to and kind of I don't know, man. It was just a weird time. That was a weird time for like me. And I think a lot of us, I mean, we all deal with that stuff, and it kind of sucks, man. It really does suck. But I just want to say though, like it definitely It makes you stronger, dude. It makes you stronger. You know, if you're teased as a kid and if you come out, come out, you know, you're just stronger for it. You may not come out like with you not come out like, yeah, whatever, I'll show you, I'm gonna become a millionaire. But you might come out with a more solid head on your shoulders, um, extreme durability to like criticism, you know, and stuff like that. But it can be rough, man. And I think it's rougher now to some degree because like there's like online bullying. I don't know how I'd fare if it was online bullying. I don't know. I think it would be very terrible. Like I could be if I was if online bullying was available when I was a kid, I think I would might have been a statistic. I think I could have been a statistic. Like sadly enough, like if I think about it, like I could have been that a like terrible statistic. Not to be like dark about it, but I could see that kids could be just ferocious, and you know, kids could be just absolutely like terrible to you, you know, and then like, because they're hurting in the inside as well, man. They're filled with their own like a lot of kids are filled with their own like what's it called not deficiencies but their own demons, I guess. There's another word for it, I just don't remember, I can't think right now. Their own demons, and they're hurting on the inside, and a lot of them are projecting their pain onto someone else because it for one like microsecond of their life, they feel like they have, maybe they feel a little bit of happiness because they're not feeling pain themselves, but another person is. Maybe that might be it. Like because they're able to escape their own flaws and their own inner demons just for a microsecond by inflicting some sort of emotional harm on someone else, right? That they feel a little bit better, I guess. You know, like they're escaping from their own kind of hell, I guess, their own little purgatory to some extent, you know. So I can see that, right? But you know, it's crazy when you think about it. I don't know how I started talking about my childhood. I think I started talking about because I was talking about my kid, how she's brighter than me, and I just went into a whole diatribe or a whole little filibuster about how I am incredibly slow. I'm not mad about it. You know, when I was younger, I did feel a little bit like, I guess you could feel a little bit like you're like you're lacking, like you're a little bit lacking, you know. You see all these other kids and they're getting A's, they understand the math and they're just like understanding it. And I think in the whole scheme of things, as I said, I'm a slow learner, and I just wasn't willing to apply the time necessary compared to get to the same level as my peers at the time, because it's like, I guess because it wasn't interesting, it was a little disheartening, right? You're a little bit like, you feel like you're kind of a loser when you're not able to comprehend concepts the way that your peers at the time are comprehending them. I'd like me personally, I was probably a little bit like emotionally underdeveloped, right? I didn't have a lot of experience with that. I was like emotionally immature to some extent, right? I guess that also came with the territory of being slow at learning things. So I guess I couldn't feel too bad. I can't beat myself up too much over that, right? Um, so I was a little bit slow emotionally um, to grow, and it affected me, I guess. I don't know, man. And I was slow at math and all that stuff, and as I said, if I think about it, if I had just spent more time on all that stuff and really like spoke with the teachers and showed like grit, I probably would be I would probably be better off, or I probably would have done better in those classes. And because I'm a huge proponent of just practice makes improvement, makes better. You get better by just doing the thing that you're doing. Um, and another thing is like I like learn things differently than other people. I really truly feel like that's the case. I think there's a lot of people, you know. Um, like I guess I had to have like a more active role. I'm more of an active learner, so I have to like do the thing, um, and not be shown it. I can't just be like shown it, like here you go, and then you do it like once. I have to do it like 500 times. No joke. I have to do like all these things so much more than another person to really understand it. So, like as I said, it was all about repetition, and really think that in order for me to like really shine as a kid, I would have had to apply myself more rigorously than other people to get an average or an average or an above average result. It's really crazy, man. It just kind of sucks that that's the case. Like you think about it, like gosh darn, man, I gotta work so much harder than everyone else just to get a above average result. It's not fair, but I hear that like a lot of geniuses, a lot of like really good like in-depth thinkers don't learn things quickly. They have to do things a lot, and they have to think about these things outside of their profession, outside of their whatever activity they're in. They have to think about it like they have to be like tunnel vision, So I don't know. Maybe I'm in good company. Who knows? Um, yeah, so I'm lucky to be doing these live streams, man. Just lucky. But I tell you what, man, I've been eating some hot sauce. I like hot sauce. I really do. I don't. I try to dial it back. I have to dial it back sometimes because if you eat a lot of hot sauce, it messes with you in the worst of ways, if you know what I'm saying. It messes with you. Like, no, actually, I think some people don't. I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if that's true. I think if you just like do it regularly, like your body says, I guess this is the new thing now. We're just gonna have to accept it. Let's not get all crazy with the bowel movements. Like, let's not get a little crazy without like right. I don't know what I'm talking about, man. I'm just making no sense. Let's zoom out for a second. That's not bad. Yeah, not bad. Rotate it around for a second. But yeah, as I said, it's all as I said, it's all practice, and don't get too upset if you're not on par with other people. We all move at our own level, like speed, and some people move at incredible speed. Some people are able to like process things and learn things really quick, and that's amazing. That's great. And then some people like me, right? You have to like do things over and over again. But I tell you what, if you have to be like, if you're like me and you have to do things a lot and a lot and a lot over and over and over again, you have an extreme appreciation for the value of hard work, because it just takes, when you understand how long it takes to learn something, and it takes a lot longer than the average person, and you become an expert in that field that you have been devoting hours and hours of your time, and and you become an expert, it's very satisfying. It's very, very satisfying. But I'm still not there. I don't think I'm at that level. Yeah, I was gonna mess around with this a little bit. Just gonna do a little bit right here. Add some of this tone right here. Yeah, buddy. So I got about 4 more minutes, and then I'm gonna call it a day. Because as I said, I want to go outside. I think it might be a little bit warmer than I'm expecting. I want to go outside for a little bit. Yeah, just go outside, chill, have a little bit of fun, spend time with my kid, and have some fun. And then I got to work tonight, so I'm trying to make it a point to do these live streams early. Yeah, trying to make it a point to do these live streams early, so I don't have to do them at night. That's gonna be like my goal. My goal for the month is to have the live streams done before I go to bed. Don't have the live streams done before I get home from work, or have the live streams done before 5 o'clock. Like, no matter what, live streams got to get done before 5 o'clock. No matter what. Do not make excuses. Your live stream has got to get done before 5 o'clock. That is your goal. That is my goal. Before 5 o'clock, get that live stream done. Get it out of the way, because it's only going to get harder and harder in the evening to do a live stream. You're going to be tired. You're going to make a fool of yourself. And I've done it, dude. I've done it. I've made a fool of myself so much on these live streams. Funny story, though. I was just watching a very well-known, YouTube, you call it, like, a influencer, or, well, she's also like a syndicated radio host, and she's got a couple award-winning books. But I saw her, and she was doing a couple live streams, and she had a lot of technical difficulties too. And seeing that she actually has technical difficulties, and she has a team of people assist her, makes me feel so much better, knowing that even the tippy top, like the super professional people, experience problems from time to time that are just as bad as mine, And I've had some zingers, I've had ones where audio went away. I've had some where my guest. By the way, how you doing today? Thank you for stopping by. I've had video where my guest, their video feed went out, and I talked to them the entire time, not even with like an avatar photo. It was just a blank screen because they couldn't get it. I couldn't like step by step articulate to the viewer, explain how to get an avatar photo instead of having like just a blank screen. It's a way to blank screen. It was crazy, man. I've had lots of stuff. So I have some I take some solace in knowing that that even people that have 1 million plus followers still have technical difficulties, and I shouldn't be too hard on myself when I do a live stream and I just spew out garbage. Like, sometimes I don't say anything. Like, I'm like, oh, that was a garbage live stream. I didn't say anything. The drawings were like average at best, decent at best, and it was garbage. I slurred all my words. Half my sentences were incomplete. Yada yada yada. And so I take some solace in knowing that I'm in good company when there's people that are professionals and they have whole teams making just as bad mistakes like that I make. So I feel a whole lot better in knowing that. So I think it's 30 minutes in. So I made some progress. I think I did like 3 or 4 slides or squares. So that's pretty good. I did about 3 squares. I think that's good for the day. We're flipping around like this to kind of show you. Yeah, so I'm doing pretty good. I got we're about halfway done. I want to do this. This has got to get done. This whole area right here, and this whole area. We're making pretty good time. Not making good time, but as I was saying, like progress is progress when you do these live streams, when you're doing these type of portraits. So progress is progress, and I'm slowly making progress on this, and it's just nice to be able to make progress on it. And then I'm going to start working on the face and working on adding details to the face and all that kind of stuff. I'm just really excited about it. Anyways, I just want to say thank you so much for stopping by. I got to get going, and I wish you all the best. And I don't know what I was going to say after that. I need to come out. I need to come out with a good outro, right? Like a good outro. Like, see you later. So I just want to say thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed today's live art stream. And if you didn't catch it, you can watch the entire stream on YouTube. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share, all that cool jazz. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Cheers. This is Pierson, out.